Good afternoon. It's a little earlier start than anticipated here as the Cardinals are going to host Northeast Texas here for the nightcap of the doubleheader. First batter is Gigante, and she goes down on strikes. Four pitches and one out. Here's the first pitch. This to number 10, that's Peyton Holland. Holland batting in the 2 spot. She'll play shortstop here in the second half. But Peyton, I think, thought about maybe letting that one put a hole in her left hip, and then she said, nah, I'm going to get out of the way of that one. So she moves out of the way of that. 2 balls and no strikes here after the leadoff batter went down on strikes. 3-0 the count to Holland. Here's a 3-0. Swing, foul tip into the mid. 3 balls and 1 strike. Alessandro Boris in the circle here for Trinity Valley here on game 2. That one will miss, so on board is Holland. Peyton Holland draws the walk, and so trying to get things going in the right direction for the Eagles. Holland, of course, going to play shortstop here in game 2. Coming to the plate for Northeast Texas, it's going to be number 4, Galavez, Lily Galavez. Lily playing center field this afternoon. First pitch down the heart of the plate. So Boris delivers some heat there. In between games, just standing out on the concourse, and there was quite a breeze blowing, and it's kind of moving right field towards left center. So if you get it up in the stratosphere, you got a shot. Trying to steal the bag, and not even close. Holland is sat down. They got her by a good couple of steps. So Peyton retired on the throw out. And that is a second time today that Weidenhaupt has delivered the cannon. Kara threw out the would-be stealer in game 1. So 2 down here in the top half of the first. Trinity Valley winning 12-8 in game 1 this afternoon. Just ended about 25 minutes ago. That is popped up high. Coming over, a little discrepancy. Now they're going to have the runner caught in between first and second. And boy, just got a big break there as the ball was dropped out in left field. They picked up the ball, throw quickly to second to get the runner to retire the side. So Galavi is retired. We're headed to the bottom of the first. It's scoreless here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
So Trinity Valley coming to the plate here, going defensively 1, 2, 3, shutting down the Eagles. And a chance to watch in between innings here, and you see several members of the Cardinals basketball team on hand. The men winning the Region 14 tournament yesterday at Wagstaff Gym in Tyler. They'll be headed to Hutch coming up next. I think they said they leave on Saturday. So congratulations to Coach Marty Levinson and his squad as they get it done and are going back to Hutchinson, Kansas for the national tournament. First pitch in there, strike 1. That one will miss outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Maria DeBose. DeBose playing center field. That no skip to Malou to the plate. Took a couple of hops in there. DeBose not biting. So 2-1. Here's the 2-1 offering. Took a little off, and Maria could not connect. That will be outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Maria playing center field here this afternoon and takes ball 4. So headed on down to first base, the leadoff runner aboard for Trinity Valley. Coming up now for TVCC will be Whitram. Addison Whitram, the second baseman. She looks at ball 1 up and out of the strike zone. Of course, Addie played ball down the road in Malakoff, former Tiger now. As DeVos is off with the pitch, she'll steal it easily, slides in under the throw. So runner at second base for Whitram. Addie with a 2-0 count. See if she can get something to hit here. That misses outside. 3-0 to the second baseman for the Cardinals. On deck for Trinity Valley, it's going to be Weidenhall. And ball 4. So first 2 runners on base here for Trinity Valley as Kiara will step in. Kiara Weidenholt in her last ball game. Well, she had a nice afternoon. Kiara went 3 for 4, including scoring 3 times. Runners off with a throw, and it's a double steal as Trinity Valley goes aggressive. It's DeBose and Whitram jumping off to the races with the movement to the plate. So they are right in front for Kiara Weidenholt. Hit on a hop to the shortstop. She'll field and throw across the diamond to retire. Weidenholt sharply hit, but just right at the shortstop. So Holland delivers the rocket across the diamond to Yairos. That pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1 the count, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That one will miss down low. Even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. That is hit out into left field. Tagging on the play, coming in from third is DeBose, and they miss the opportunity to cut that one, and so easily into third goes Whitram. And it's 1-0 TVCC after the sack fly. Hollingsworth will get credit for the RBI. That one is fouled out of play. Two outs here in the inning. Trinity Valley with Whitram at third base. At the plate currently it is Destiny Menchaca. That one up and out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and one, the count with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. That is hit right at the left fielder, going over a couple of steps and making the grab to retire the side is Gigant Lee. So it is 1-0 at the end of one. Trinity Valley leading Northeast Texas. You're seeing it right here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Wow.
That's our boy.
So proud.
Get 2 breakfast sandwiches like a sausage McMuffin with egg or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $5.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
And welcome back, the Cardinal Sports Network. Glad to have you joining us here as the Eagles are trying to draw even here. They lost that first game, won by a big margin of 12-4. Trinity Valley waits until the 4th inning before putting runs on the board. Then it was 4, 5, 6, where they put 12 runs on them, and it ended early, 12-4 the final. Now up 1-0 here as we go to the top of the second. Coming to the plate is number 16, and that is Hope Grant. Pitch outside, 2-0 the count as Alessandra Boris in the circle here in game 2. With the win earlier this afternoon, Trinity Valley improves to 3-0 in Region 14. That'll miss. So Grant is way ahead in the count, up 3-0. Squares to bunt, but clearly taking all the way here. Catches the inside part of the plate, so Hope will now be looking at a 3-1 count. That'll be down and inside for ball 4. So Grant draws the walk, and the Eagles have their leadoff runner aboard. Here is the entry of the 0-0 count. That one upstairs. So it's a 1-0 count. the count. Originally, this game was set to start at 4:30, and inning got moved up to a much quicker time. So we're scrambling a little bit here with our book, but we're getting caught up. So we'll bring on momentarily into the contest. That will be 1-1. Okay, so 1-1 the count, and that one will be missing just down low. 2-1. So at the plate right here, number 19, it's Maya Bradshaw. Bradshaw, a nice effort earlier in the ball game, and we're going to keep it here. I'll let our production team know in between innings. We're going to keep it here and do a little pregame opportunity. Yeah, going tight inside here as I get a chance just to introduce you to Stephanie Ferris. Glad to have you joining us in the broadcast. And originally this game was going to happen yesterday, and so everybody's been kind of shuffling schedule and shuffling plans, and here's the 2-2. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Fouled back, so staying alive. Trinity Valley in the first game comes out and gets a big 12-4 win, and they were down early in the first 3 innings, but this team is nothing but power, and you knew that they're not going to hold this team shut out, and they put 12 up over the next 3.
I can't wait to see the stats on that game.
Here's a fly out to short left field, tracking it down, and Chaka and Trinity Valley will now have 2 outs in the inning. But let's talk a little bit about your softball here. This isn't your first rodeo.
Oh,
you
no,
know this game.
This is a game that it was, I think it was in my blood from when I was very young as a child, watching the old Cub games with my dad.
And I'm not even holding that against you. No,
Right?
I mean if you love baseball, Wrigley, it's part of it. And so we are really privileged to have Stephanie joining Cardinal Sports Network, and we'll get a chance to hear a little bit about her playing games. D1 baller. In fact, I'm doing my homework, and she's like, actually at Bradley, I was a Hall of Famer. You don't like to brag about that, but you're really a lot of talent out here. So when you see someone step at the plate and they're at 0-2 now in the count, and you what is your, take us through that at bat now? You got to shorten the swing.
Right now, you got to shorten your swing. You got to tighten up, and you got to make sure that you protect that box. And she's going to try throwing you junk. She's not gonna
groove it.
No, she's not gonna groove it. She doesn't want you to take it out of the park because she knows you're gonna be swinging.
So here's the 2-2 after that one missing there.
Which is interesting. She went high and wide, so she's got a rise ball, and we'll have to see what she does. And it's all about your hitter too.
Here comes the pitch. Try to get her to chase that inside.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Get her to pop it up.
This is a good pitch right here. These are good pitches. The 2-2, your 3-1's always one of your best. Your 2-0 and your 3-1s are your best pitches.
So here's the 2-2 pitch, 1 out. Lady Cardinals here. Cardinals softball fouled that one back.
Fouled it off. You're protecting the plate. It's all you're doing. You're trying to get your stability back.
So as Trinity Valley is leading this one 1-0. They've improved to 3-0 in Region 14, so they're off to a good start.
Very good start for the conference.
Yeah, they're 23. I have to get my papers back in front of me here. Again, here is the payoff.
Another foul off. She's doing a fine job up there.
And the more you can foul a ball off like that, the tougher it gets on the pitcher. I mean, you start realizing it. Oh, I got her on the ropes a little bit mentally.
Right. I got her number. I know what she's throwing. I'm on to her.
Let's see how Boris attacks here. Alessandro in the circle for the Cardinals. Here she comes. Pitch.
And there's the walk. There's that high and tight, right?
So they got her. So she will go. Oh, that was a good at bat there for the youngster to fight off of being down in the count and then works all the way back.
Sweet situation here. They've got 2 runners on, only 1 out. It'll be interesting to see the strategy that the team's going to use if they're going to try to even lay down a bunt to move a batter 1 more. But a lot of times you won't because you've got that 1 out in already.
So coming to the plate here. Try to double check. Okay, number 28 at the plate now is Yaravos. And Kendall had a nice game her last time up. Or last time out. Let's see how she does here looking at an 0-1.
She actually throwing it pretty well there. I'm surprised she hasn't taken one of those pitches. So you're in the meat of your lineup, and you get that 4th and 5th hitter in here, and so we'll see what she wants to throw.
Dangerous spot in the lineup.
Dangerous spot with 2 runners on.
Here's the 1-1. Took a little something off.
Oh, threw a changeup. It went for a strike.
Yeah, I threw it in there, found the spot.
Right. That was a sweet change too.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Here's the pitch.
Oh, and the swing. There it is.
Yeah, she brings the zipper and finished her off there. So now 2 outs as my book is officially a mess now.
Right.
This game was originally scheduled for 4:30, and so the lineups get up here and we're starting.
Well,
so
I noticed when I pulled up, I thought it was a 4:30 start. So I'm like, they're in the 1st inning. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Originally, it was set for 36 hours ago.
Right, exactly.
So it's been what do? You gotta you work with the weather, right?
Yes, you do.
That's part of the game.
When the skies part and they give you sunshine, you get on the field and you play.
That's right. Here's the 1-0 with 2 outs. That outside for ball.
It's very interesting tracking this game by visually seeing the field and watching her from this, but also this monitor, because I really want to watch her pitches. I want to see what that pitcher's calling, what the catcher's calling, and so it'll be fun to watch.
Exactly, and you're getting a chance to see Alessandro just really kind of finding her way in the circle right there, getting used to it, because this is their first time to play here. Swing and a miss. Normally they're playing over at Rip Drumgold Field at Kane Park, but
well, this is a beautiful ball diamond, let me tell you. This is not the kind of ball diamond I played on as a high schooler or a college student. The first time I think we ever got on turf was in Omaha, Nebraska, in an indoor tournament.
Well,
I remember the ball just jumps off the turf differently. It skids a bit on the turf rather than a normal bounce.
Well, there was a play in the first game where a ball came up and left fielder kind of took it off the chops. Yeah, because it real quick bouncing.
Yeah.
That one's in there for to bring it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And
2 outs, the runners will be going on the pitch. Let's see what we got going on here.
Here is the payoff. Just missed that when it comes straight back in the net, and it was really closer than that because she hit it off the mask into the net. Yeah. So just missed cutting that ball in half, if you will. So we got to find out who your favorite cubby was here in a moment.
Goodness,
3
names.
3 and 2.
I'm pretty old, Tim.
She's Googling as we speak.
Look at that. Hey, walked her. Now we got an interesting situation here with 2 outs. Bases loaded. The base hit could easily score 2. So we'll see what they got. And they've got is this a number 5 hitter?
Yeah, at the
number
5 spot in the lineup here.
So this is a tough situation when a pitcher literally, puts herself in that space. So let's see if she works her way out of it. And this takes determination. There we go. Oh, and there's an easy pop-up. Let's call it off. And there it is. There's a safe way out of the inning. That was good. That was great.
Great job by the Cardinals to battle through that. They lead 1-0. We'll step away. We're going to go ahead and step away. And I'm going to try and finish my book in this timeout. We'll come back with the bottom of the 2nd. Cardinals up 1-0 on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Northeast Texas coming into Athens today, taking on the Cardinals as the Cardinals are up 1-0, trying to build on that here. Stephanie, let's talk a little bit about kind of building on that 1-0. What's the mindset you want to keep, obviously, putting some distance between you and the opponent?
Coming out of the chute, anytime you want to come out of the chute with base hits, so you just want your front end hitters to get up here and get some action going and get on some bases, whatever it takes to get on there. So, and then you move around. So it's all in where you're at in the lineup too. We're working off where you got us.
Castaneda out of Magnolia.
Texas.
It's easy.
Yeah.
No one told me reading was part of this job. I wish I had known that. That was in high and tight there. So 1-1 now the count. But yeah, Castaneda, she's a lot of fun. She's a speed king too, man.
Yeah.
She can scoot.
Oh, that was a nice pitch, but a very nice hit on her part. That
It drives
like
it down into left.
like a drop ball that came in, slowed down a little bit.
So let's talk a little bit about, like, obviously it depends on your pitcher and their style, but what are some of the balls that you're going to be looking to see in softball? You obviously got the heaters.
Right, you got the heaters, but you're gonna be working off of rise balls.
Okay.
And so you'll see a long stride come off the mound, and you'll see that a little bit of an extended swing on that pitcher, and maybe release is a better way. And you'll see a rise ball. So usually you'll have a rise ball, fastball, and then they're going to work a curve or a drop. But the drop's a delicate pitch because it really shortens. You shorten up that stride and really roll that hand over. But the abbreviated version of that is a good curveball.
I'm telling you, you've given me plenty to think about, and I'm not even in the box now.
Right.
It's 0-2 after she swats that one down. That looked like for a second there she had an issue with one of her teammates. That one was humming towards that dugout one. And again, right back.
It is. She's cranking them on
That-
the left side. She's pulling tight.
Talking about Jaden Burnham there, and of course we're kidding. Jaden staying alive at the 0-2 mark
Right.
here, and just you got to battle, and you're down to no room for error here.
She's got a sweet little stance, though, with those hands still. She keeps them tight. And there you've got a runner stealing. There we go.
Gets in easily.
Yeah, very easily.
Castaneda has got, we saw it last game, and she continues it here in the double dip, if you will.
Yeah, so that just changes things right there. Now all it takes is a base hit, especially with a fast runner like that on second base. That's what you're looking for. Now it changes the game.
So
even the batting.
1 ball and 2 strikes here, and again, going to have to protect a little bit as Burnham is behind in the count, but she's got Castaneda right in front of her there. Base hit, like you said, it's going to score her from second. Here's the 1-2.
Tight. Ooh, hit her. Yeah.
That's what we call tight.
That girl didn't move. Did you see that? She did not move.
When you take one that tight, it sometimes leaves a mark.
I don't even think it hurt her.
Yeah,
Who is she?
She's like, was that a gnat? Was that a...
What was that?
So fighting through that one, and runners at first and second here with nobody out. That brings Fields to the plate, the right fielder, Eliza. She'll step into the box on the right side. Here's the pitch. Lays down a bunt.
Here we go. Making the play at first.
They get her by about a step.
Yep, they do. That's a good play.
Moves the
So
runners
there's your
up.
strategy. There's softball right there. That was textbook. So
Yeah.
you've got 2 runners on, no outs. You're moving those 2 runners over so that strategically you can now have a base hit and you could score 2 runs. So that is softball to a T. And I remember playing many a game. And if it was if we lost by 1 run or we won by 1 run, it all went on the shoulders of the coaching, and because it truly was.
Yeah.
Our coaches took it as their responsibility. You know, one inning game or 1 run game or a 2 run game.
Did we
Well, it was-
manufacture a run
Right.
when we could have, or did we get a little greedy? And that's pretty smart right there. Let's see if it pays off for them. Laying off that, so 1 ball, 1 strike, as it is stepping into the box. It's Weinert. Ashland is 1-1 with 1 away here. Here's the 1-1.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There's that base hit. Go.
And she's
here they
rounding
come.
third. They'll put the brakes on her
Put
there.
the brakes on.
And now taking it base to base, kind of you're one out in the inning, and now you're back to the top of your lineup as it'll be DuBose. And they play it a little conservative there, and probably a pretty smart strategy because you don't want to run yourself out of the inning when you got Wittram and Weidenhoff.
That hit did not come off the bat hard. It came off the handle, and so a little bit more tighter, and it just it kind of just laid in the sky a little bit. And we knew that was going to happen. I was going to call that one. We just stole second base on that one.
Yeah, taking off with the runner not going to draw the throw.
Exactly.
Holding that runner at third. You kind of got to be aware either way because sometimes they will challenge you. There's a little comebacker to the pitcher.
There we go, come back. Yeah, held him off. That's good.
That's a good job there by the pitcher as she is able to quickly get it over to first and then Hope Grant and then able to hold that runner at third.
Right, and what you missed, Tim, was the beautiful dance that the center fielder just did.
You know, I've seen that dance. I've seen it on Dancing with the Stars, but not here until just now. I saw it last game, though. They're pretty electric.
We've got a foul pop-up. Here we go, and she catches it. She nails it for the third out. That's great.
That'll make the final out of the inning. So headed to the top of the third, it's 2-0 Trinity Valley, leading over Northeast Texas here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
It's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
Clear. He passes it straight one. Oh, that was amazing. Oh my God. CC immediately just had his dominant control here.
Welcome back, Cardinal Sports Network here, and it's been a fun afternoon for Cardinals fans as Trinity Valley took game 1 12-4, and now they're off to a good start here in the second, Stephanie.
Yes, they are, and it looks like who we got up to bat now.
That's a good question.
You're working on that book, aren't you?
Man, my
it's
book.
Tough when you don't get handed the lineup.
Oh,
you know?
man. Yeah,
it's tough.
It is.
You're working it.
So here we go. We've got back to the top of the lineup, Giganli. She is Gigante. Victoria Gigante, and she is getting her second look at the
ground ball to the shortstop. Should be an easy play. There we go, and she's got her.
Yeah, good.
Very nice, very clean.
Good strong throw there from Menchaca. She made some nice plays in that first. You know, that kind of that Bermuda triangle out there where it's closing in and left, third, and short, and one man's got a beat on the ball, and she's getting to that ball. She's dynamite out there defensively. So one down here in the third.
Oh, there's a long foul ball out of the park, actually. Somebody's going to have to chase that one down.
Yeah, fouls that one down the third baseline and into the, boy, that's the mud zone out there right now after all of the rain we've got in the last couple of days. Of course, this is a brand new park, been fully reconstructed, renovated, all might as well be brand new. But with that comes a lot of construction they're still finishing on and just missing. So 1 ball and 1 strike.
We've got Peyton Holland up to bat right now.
So Holland the shortstop.
Holland the shortstop. Let's see what she's got. Oh, she's got a big swing.
Well, they feel the breeze after that one.
I felt the breeze on that one.
So 1-2 the count to Peyton. Peyton had a nice game. Her first time through was 2 for 3, scored 1 run, but it was much too little.
Oh.
That is a shot, and that's over the scoreboard.
Oh, and it bounces back in.
And
what do they call it? Did he call it a home run?
Yeah, it's over the.
Congratulations, Miss Peyton. That is amazing.
Yeah, Peyton Holland. She in her first game, she had a had one that hit just under the yellow piping of the fence out there, and it got a double. But that was no doubt on that one for sure.
That's exciting.
That was high off the scoreboard here, and then bounced back onto the field.
Do we know the length of that fence?
2-1. That's a good question. We'll have to do some research out there. I think it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's 200, 220.
Of how I line up with some of these players from when I played in the day, right?
We'll have to see.
I don't know. I need to know the length of that fence.
See, we're so spoiled nowadays. We just look at the digital,
Right.
and it's whether we're doing.
Absolutely.
So it's back to a one-run ball game. That's the good news for Cardinal fans, is that there was no one on base there.
Yes.
Bad news is it's a round tripper for Holland, and she has made it a 2-1 ball game.
He's asking for the new ball. I think the muddy one got thrown in.
It's like, we're going to need some Lysol and a whole.
That we don't want to throw that home run ball again for a little while.
Get
right?
that one out of here. Get it out of here.
You know, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it may need a new ball. If it hit that board, it might get a couple of scuff marks, and you really start throwing some junk with that. Now, the curveball, it may not be that way in softball, but in baseball, you can definitely make it dance.
Yes, it can. Well, what's fun too is just even some of the rituals of how we play and what we do, and some of the little routines we have. So you'll pick up on them as you watch a certain team play. There's another nice rip down the third baseline. Left field's picking it up, holding her to a single though.
Yeah, it takes a couple of hops and then retrieved quickly by the left fielder. Nice job there from Castaneda to get it back in, holding her to a long single. But good piece of hitting that time as Lily comes through. Now it's going to be Hope Grant at the plate. Holland with a round tripper got things moving the right direction.
Wide stance for this young lady. Look at that. Oh, and then she draws that foot back. I don't know if you saw that.
I did notice that her last at bat, Peyton, big wide open, but pretty much by the end.
Got some upper body strength.
By the time it's all said and done, yeah, she's what, in that four spot. Here's the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it. That's a sweet swing.
Anyone that gives it
the
big grunt when you swing, I don't want to be in front of that bat. So here's the 1-1. One out in the ball game here in the third. Trying to catch the outside part of the plate.
Catch that outside corner.
And missing there, so 2-1. Grant will, her last time up drew a base on balls, so she's already been on base here in the second inning. That's power alleys to right center, and that's going to be off the wall.
Yep.
Rounding second, headed for third is Lily, and that'll put runners on the corners, first and third, with only one out here in the third inning.
So again, you might see this one take off on that first pitch. We'll see what her coach calls.
Let's see if they elect to do just that. Now Weidenhaupt, of course, she didn't have the runner on at third, but Weidenhaupt has had a cannon back there. There was a ball that hit her mitt and went straight in the air, and I thought she has no chance. Caught it and delivered it on the.
So good.
And
he's laying the bunt down. Come on. Taking a look at the third. Oh, and held the runner. Good job.
Cardinals getting it done there as they a little surprised there that she bunted as Bradshaw in that 5 spot, but I think they were trying to get them in between catch them in between. And
right. So what did Bradshaw do last game? How'd she do?
Let's go back and look. She may be in a little bit of a slump. She struck out in the first, then in the third had a single, and then flew out in the fifth. So 1 for 3. Oh. So.
Yeah, it's actually a strange concept for many, but laying down a bunt when you're asked to lay down a bunt is actually, it's like serving your team. And so you do really take that very seriously.
Thinking the suicide squeeze there was maybe going to get the run, but she did not get much of a jump from third. Fly out to center. That retires the side. So headed to the bottom of the third. It's 2-1 after the home run from Holland. Trinity Valley leading over Northeast Texas here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Our 15th season today, the inaugural game of softball through the years, adding sports little by little and pleased to bring you the second game of the Cardinal Sports Network. Game 1, Trinity Valley won it 12-4 today. And now a quick look at Region 14, the North Division. TVCC coming into today was tied with TJC 2-0 at the top. But now currently they're 23-8 overall, 3-0 in the standings, and just 23-8. Let's talk a little bit, Stephanie, about the grind of a softball season, of being a student athlete and what that's like.
Oh, yeah.
As Widenhop comes to the plate, I'll let you talk through that.
It's a real deal, and when you're on scholarship, it's really, I know we considered a scholarship your job. So you looked at softball as your job, and they paid for your school, and so you had to take it seriously. But there's a fine line between you know, making sure you're paying enough attention to academics, because let's be real. Women's softball is not, it used to be a pro sport, no longer is. It just didn't make it. It's not, you're not going to see it like a WNBA. And it's not the money maker, right? And so we have to build a life outside of softball. But I'm telling you, softball, it builds an amazing amount of skills.
I got her on the foot, and she'll draw the walks. But to carry that thought on, last year's team, Trinity Valley, the academic All-Americans, was impressive.
I saw that.
That it's really, really, you know, I think you're onto it. I mean, these guys and gals, they recognize, hey, if I want to go on to the 4-year, first of all, I got to take care of business in the classroom.
Absolutely.
And then go and make that transition.
So here's the thing, too, with a college, with a community college, and then if you're looking at Division I, Division II, even Division III schools, they want smart athletes. You know, and so a coach is going to want an intelligent athlete, and so an athlete that can carry themselves and you know, academically integritous is a lot less hassle on a roster, right? And so it's not that they don't want an unacademic, but we need to make sure that that's not a burden for a team as well. And so, and it's also even, are you coachable? Look at that long
left field
shot,
line.
dang, and it's foul. Man, that was a pretty shot. That was a shot.
That would have been a home run. Had it stayed fair, goes up the hill, but she'll get another crack at it here, a chance to straighten out.
And it was a good rip.
Yeah.
Like, it was a good solid line drive out.
Good old,
so.
Absolutely. As you're looking down the left field line there, Gigante had no real shot at it, did she? I mean, it was like.
It was out. Nope.
Fouls that one back. So
no, she probably isn't going to try to throw her inside any. So she ripped on that one on the inside corner. So we'll see what she'll probably keep it on the outside corner now.
0-2 the count here. Runner on first is, well, let's see, Weidenhaupt drew, but you saw it on the replay there, got the hit by pitch.
There's that. Did you see that? And did you see that was dropped?
Yeah, and she's laid off of it there.
Exactly. Laid off at a shortened step. Yep.
It's easier said than done, though, isn't it? I mean, it's coming.
Easier,
you're locked in, so you really got to have all that working through your mind as what to look at. Lets that one go. So 2-2, even up here.
Even up. We used to play I had 2 pitchers in my life that I faced. One was on my team, thank goodness, and they threw knuckleballs.
Oh my!
And one of them could throw a knuckle change that was ridiculous. Nice play.
Slot shot.
Third baseman. Yep.
Just safe. Beat it out. A good hustle down the line.
Good hustle.
Coming strong down the first base line was Hollingsworth. Weidenhaupt goes in at second, but you're right. That was a great play by the third baseman, charging, took the short hop and delivered, but just couldn't get it across in time to the likes of Yarvos. So now it's talking in the circle time.
Yep.
You're within. You got to kind of calm things down as you get a look at the replay here. Great job by the production team. Ball coming in.
Oh.
Wow, man, I'm glad that's the wrong view though, because I don't know when the ball went in. But from here, it looked like it was really.
And I think that umpire had a better view than we did. We got
Probably
the back side
so.
of that one.
Probably
he was on
so.
the front side of it.
Yeah. So as runners are on first and second, still nobody out here. Let's see how they attack.
Oh,
That's
nice
trouble.
rip.
That is
trouble.
going.
That's back in there. Oh, no way. Over the fence. That was a line drive. Over right center. Wow, what a shot.
Leaves the yard and does not hesitate around those bases, man. Got all of it. And, yeah, I think that was just talk about that sweet spot of the ball. Nicely done.
Very nicely done.
And we're talking about Destiny Menchaca. And I told you in the first game, her defense was just outstanding. Excellent. But they're seeing the ball leave the yard. Great piece of hitting. Went opposite field. And now it's 5-1 TVCC. And trying to not put anything in the strike zone after that one. Missed it by about 6.
I wasn't expecting that when it came off the bat, and so I think it's just our angle that we've got. But boy, it just kept going.
Little laser beam out. So now it's a 5-1 advantage Trinity Valley. And talk me through kind of what's going on in the circle right now. You kind of start to feel this one getting away from you.
Yeah, she's probably getting a little nervous out there, and a little anxious, and she'll need to calm down. And so she's throwing 3 high balls, 3 high rights. They may need to come calm her down a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they
really, like right now, this situation, she's okay because there's nobody on, and just needs to take a breath. And so there's what all 4 of those pitches were high and outside.
Castaneda is on at first, draws the walk, and now here comes to the plate Jaden Burnham. And it's going to probably be I don't know if she's making a pitching change, or I think she is. The coach is talking to them.
I saw that coming on out.
So we're probably going to have we're going to have a stoppage play as they will switch out.
Saw a few girls warming up out there when I came in.
Well, she is gonna stay in. I was looking at I was like, is the catcher about to take off her stuff? She was just readjusting a shin guard.
That was our first base coach that actually came down.
Oh, okay.
And chatted. So she just threw her strike. There we go.
Get back into it, lady.
Yeah. She's listening. She's getting coached. You can tell.
Cardinals are hitting their groove. They are pounding the ball this year. And
there we go.
There's another one.
In the hole.
Great job of hitting there. Trinity Valley's. This time it is number 30. That's Allison Garcia.
Yeah, she had a nice stroke through the whole shortstop and third base. Nothing the girls could have gotten probably.
So Garcia came on to pinch hit that time for Burnham, and good piece of hitting there for her. Make the most of your opportunities. Isn't that what they say? Make that highlight reel, and she does it for sure. So here comes Eliza Fields, a right fielder. Eliza steps in, takes ball one.
The perfect frame right fielder. She's got the stance, the batting stance, everything. And so usually there are little lightning bolts out there.
Can definitely cover a large area.
Right?
That's one thing that's been impressive here over the first game, and now here in the second. These girls can flat out fly.
Well, these right fielders are underestimated. Okay, here.
Long throw.
Nope.
Not gonna beat Fields.
So it's tough. It drew the third baseman off to her left and into the hole. She couldn't get to it. Shortstop picked it up, and there was no third baseman there ready for the play at third.
They actually got her. They actually called her out at first.
They called her.
So
it was a good play.
It was a great throw.
I blew a knee out doing that.
Is that right?
I did. I blew a knee out. That's another story for another day.
We'll have to hear that one at some point. I want to hear about the physical therapy. That's the fun part, right?
Oh. That was old school though. I've got the probably the 10 to 12 inch scar on my leg for my reconstructive surgery. It was just a few months afterwards that when the actual surgeons would do the small 3 incisions to do an anterior cruciate.
Okay, the old
that's
ACL.
What I had. I'd snapped an anterior cruciate and scrambled up I had some cartilage in there that looked like scrambled eggs.
Oh.
So.
Now
we're taking a break.
Times.
Looks like we are going to have a pitching change.
So Weinert is up.
Good conversation out there.
2-0 ahead to Weinert, as Ashland will get a chance to get in there and try to continue on. This Trinity Valley is up 4 here, and this is kind of a dangerous part of this ball game because if you're not careful, Northeast Texas can, hey, we came back with 1, cut the lead in half. Now Trinity Valley answers with 3. They put together a couple more. It really starts to become not just a physical game, but a mind game as well.
It does. It really does. And the circle, when you're pitching, it is a mind game. You've got to really be mentally tough out there, and because you're battling, because it's you. It's every pitch you're throwing is all yours. You can't push a blame on anyone for how it's delivered, and so you really need the strength of your teammates behind you supporting you. And so all that's key. It's kind of like golfing. Like golfing is, you can be
shot out left field. That's trouble over the head, just missing off the top of the wall. 1 run's home, rounding into second.
And throw went loose into right field. Right fielder's picking it up at that runner advances for a triple. And they're going to keep her at third, even though we've bobbled.
Man, that is a great piece of hitting there from Weinert. Yeah, she almost left the yard. It just landed just at the very top of the wall.
I'd like to see a replay on that.
Well, I bet you we'll get a chance to here as Ashland comes through gangbusters. And now it is 7-1.
7-1.
We got a pitching change coming, so we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back after the break. Trinity Valley softball continues after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
A quality, affordable education is not out of reach. In fact,
It's closer and more convenient than you might think.
Trinity Valley Community College, with locations in Athens, Palestine, Terrell, and Kaufman, offers day and evening courses, online courses, and provides dual credit classes for high school students.
TVCC is also home to several national championship sports programs.
And welcome back. Cardinals getting a big one going here in the third. It's 5 in the third, and they're not done yet. Only 1 out here in the third, Stephanie. Pitching change here, and let's see here. They
number 8.
Bringing in, that's Haley Garrett. So Haley's
throwing some heat.
I was going to say, see if she's going to bring a little different
She's got a little
change of pace,
or a pop to it. Looks like I wouldn't be surprised. Even her height, she may have a little bit stronger rise ball, but we'll see what she throws. Since I was not here the first game, did she throw the first game?
No, I have not seen her throw yet today. So they're kind of working a lot through the arms.
There's such a joy in junior college softball because you literally got freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
And so I love it because some of these kids are coming right out of high school, and it really is a big deal for them. It really is. It's things that they've been dreaming about since they were kids.
A lot of kids never get a chance to play at this level for sure. So first pitch missing up and out for ball 1. So with a runner at third, an opportunity here to build on this lead after the overthrow at second. 2-0 the count. So as
runner on third, see what we got here. 1 out. Let's see what she can do.
Garrett in the circle for the Eagles.
There's a nice pitch right there.
Looked like she was definitely in the take mode there, talking about Mariah DeBose.
Yeah, it did look like that as well.
Like, I wish I had the opportunity to give that a ride as she laid off of it.
There's another one.
Coming back strong.
Coming back strong, yeah. She's getting in her groove out there.
That's another aspect of it. When you're called upon to come in, you've kind of inherited a tough situation. Exactly. You don't have much room to get, you get your 60 seconds or whatever pitches That's trouble.
Oh, look at that. Dropped one in behind the... Oh, my goodness gracious. Dropped one in behind the pitcher. Shortstop picked it up and did not have time to even throw her out. That girl has got wheels.
Yeah, that young lady can move. Mariah DeBose with the infield single there. It's now 8-1.
And an infield single coming off of that left side, that box. You got another stride out than other ones, but she's also quick.
Were you a lefty or a righty?
I was a righty.
Okay, so you really had to earn that extra
Absolutely.
stride. Yeah, I was too.
I had to earn every base I got.
Right. That's right. My granddaughter's a lefty, so I tell her all the time, you are going to beat a lot of balls out.
Exactly.
Here comes Addie Wittram to the plate. She's got an 0-1 count. Addie Addison.
Nice rip.
Hits that
in the
third.
hole.
Oh,
And she stopped it. Come on with the throw. Nope.
Great effort there, but
Absolutely.
not able to make the catch over at first. I think it was going to be close either way, but hustling all the way down the line is Wittram, and she is on at first. Runners at the corners, trying to add to it here, and Kiera Weidenhaupt coming up.
That's interesting when that goes in the hole like that and your second baseman's doing a dive. You've got a right-hander. But honestly, I would have come up with that one and done a backhand toss on it. So.
Is it? I don't even have.
And there she takes second base with a late throw.
Hustling.
They tried to get her to dangle a little bit out there.
Yeah,
see what they could do. Get that runner on third scored, but that didn't happen. That's okay.
She does try to draw that throw, and then she's like, okay, and she's like, now I'm getting under it. So the head game's continuing on here.
But that was also on that last play. Your third base coach over here did an excellent job of bringing that runner straight through when he saw the play wasn't going to go through. And so taking that extra base on that one was good. So now we've got runners at second and third, one out, a 1-1 count.
Weidenhaupt not seeing anything really in the wheelhouse there because they've seen enough of her today. She has, she's been more than enough. In the first game, she was 3 for 4 with.
That a girl. There it is. There's another rip
out of here.
Oh my goodness. So good. And another one.
The other one bites the dust.
Right?
There's a ball out. There's a ball out there somewhere, as Kiera says, I'm aiming for the camera out in center field. And for a moment there, I thought she was going for it. Goes to left center, and boy, it makes it 11-1 after that smash.
So we've got 2 pitchers that have come, they're running through. And these girls, the Cardinals, you can tell that they're just in a groove right now. They're hitting.
Hey, they are. And I've asked you about stance. I've asked you about pitching. I now need to ask you about the celebration of the Cardinals. How's that working? They got some pretty good moves out there celebrating.
Some dance moves. I saw that. That was very sweet. They've got a little lineup that comes in. They're doing things a little differently. I like that.
Hollingsworth.
But what's really cool here is in this space when you're ahead by, we've got this many runs, you're 11-1, you can actually relax at the plate.
Yeah, you can kind of
there's a difference.
Pick your pitch kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can sit on a pitch as opposed to.
I can be a little more selective, or I can be a little more aggressive where I've not been before. And so using that, I can remember being in these situations where my coach would pull me aside and say, okay, we're up by X amount of runs. Not that we need that many more runs, but I want you to practice now punching one to the right side. So changing your stance up, looking for certain pitches, and actual ball placement by a hitter.
Because it's hard. It's one thing to do that in the cage or in practice, but it's totally different to be able to
execute it
in a
the ball game. That's right. We had a ground ball to the third baseman. Great play for her.
Nice throw across the diamond to retire the likes of Hollingsworth. Now, we were mentioning in that earlier game this year where Trinity Valley set up a school record. They won 35-5.
Oh, my word.
In that game. And it was that game, Weidenhaupt had 2 home runs. She's 3 for 3 with 9 ribbies and 5 runs scored.
That's excellent.
I mean,
so
at kind of having one of those afternoons today, she's now 6 of 8 on the afternoon.
Do we know how the TVCC did, Lady Cardinals did last year in the conference?
Pull that up for you in a moment. There's a drive over into left center, and that will in the inning as the shortstop goes over, glides over, and makes the grab. It is 11-1 as we head to the top of the fourth. Trinity Valley leading over the Northeast Texas Eagles here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription. Way to work. Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Sometimes managing your health and keeping track of all the details can feel a little overwhelming. But UT Health East Texas Virtual Care makes it easy to stay connected with your health care. You can message your doctor, see test results, pay your bills on time, and even request on-demand video visits to be seen right away from the comfort of your own home. All through your smartphone, tablet, or computer, from virtually anywhere. Less stress, more living.
And welcome back. The Trinity Valley Cardinals looking good this afternoon as they're up 10 as we go to the top half of the fourth. Glad to have you joining us here as a chance to look at a team that continues to grow. And as we look at last year in the East Zone, Trinity Valley ended up finishing fourth.
Okay.
And they were 12-12 in conference play. But like I said earlier, they're on top of it here in the early going.
Great start.
Yeah, they do look like they got some firepower, don't they?
They do. They look like their bats are hot and they feel confident at the plate, and that's really important. We can all have weak days, but boy, if you can have a whole team that's powering through and just a few weaknesses here and there, then we cover for each other. That's what teams do.
That's it. That's it. Boris in the circle. She's looking good today here in game 2. Has only given up 1 run. That came in the last inning when it was 2-0 to start the third, and Northeast Texas cut it to 1 after that home run.
Kendall Yaris, and she just flew out to our pitcher.
Yeah, as Boris saw that one coming, she had time to call a fair catch if she wanted to. She didn't. She said, "Oh, look at that
I
move."
just saw that dance. That was a dance move too by the catcher.
That's some just skills that I do not have, Stephanie.
Women's sports has that edge where we can put a little flash on things that's really fun.
Kiera made that look so graceful and so easy, and I would be in the ER or at least in bed for 3 days.
Or a chiropractor.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
So Emma Peoples up right now, number 14.
Emma went yard the first game. She had a drive that was a no-doubter too. It was, you see that big tree log out in left center in the next field behind it? She hit it close to that fence up there. I mean, she crushed it. And
that's about the size I was in college, right there. I was the sneaky one, coming in sly.
Gotta watch them.
Yeah, gotta watch those small girls. There's more power to us than you think.
They always say dynamite comes in small packages.
That's right,
so
it does.
Here's the 1-2. She either has a great eye or was looking for something totally different because that was so close and she laid off of it.
Right, she did lay off of it.
So here's the 2-2.
She's got going on. She's got a nice open stance though, so she can take an inside pitch.
That's the beauty of that stance.
Yeah.
And going inside out.
She's trying to work that plate, and she's doing a really good job actually. Lady Cardinals know how to work it and both sides, so she's a good little pitcher out there.
So Emma Peoples looking at a 3-2. Here comes the payoff from Boris for the Cardinals.
There it is.
Got
that
her.
Was a strike. Got her looking. Oh, and you know what? That wasn't good when you went back to the dugout after watching one fly by.
Yeah.
So.
And Emma is saying that one was a high one. It was out of the strike zone, but the official disagreed. He said, look, you had a couple that were borderline right there. Eventually, that one chopped down the line.
Right.
Foul.
This one likes the inside pitch. They might not feed her too many.
So coming to the plate, it's Giselle Fuentes. Fuentes is 0-1 after the foul down the third baseline.
This one's coming in with a .349 batting average. Let's see what she's got.
She's playing third base for the Eagles this afternoon.
That was one of my favorite positions, third base. Also played some second base in college. We also called our, third base is all reaction time, right? And so your reaction, you're moving on everything. She has a fantastic changeup. Look at that.
Boris dropping
just
it
missed
down.
with it, but man, that's a good change.
Yeah, because if you're ready to jump on that and you're hinged up ready to go, and then it just,
It brings flashbacks of fun into my head right now of a couple of players that we had. One's a good friend of mine. She could not lay off of those pitches, and we would just we'd just be laughing in the dugout. She'd be laughing too. She's like, dang it.
3-1 the count here as she laid off that one. So see if Alessandro
3-1. This is
attacks.
a pitcher. This is a hitter's pitch right here.
Straight up.
Straight up. She gonna get it?
She
Yes,
will.
she
Just
is.
enough room. And see part of the Cardinal basketball team ready to go get the alley-oop there.
That's right.
That was good stuff. That ends the top of the fourth. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. After this, it's 11-1 all Trinity Valley here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Wow.
That's our boy.
Get 2 breakfast sandwiches like a sausage McMuffin with egg or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for just $5.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
And we're back on. Welcome back.
Yeah, big afternoon. Cardinals dominant here in game one. They won it 12-4. It had ended after 8. So now putting pen to paper, they could very well be looking at more of the same here, ending this one early.
Here we go. Hey, what were you just telling me about these young men on the front row down here?
Oh, the basketball team dominant at the regional tournament over at Wagstaff Gymnasium in Tyler. They have won that tournament. They will now be playing not this weekend, but next week they'll be going out to Hutchinson, Kansas. They'll be playing, I think they leave on Friday, and then the next week they will be playing in that national tournament. So good luck to Coach Marty Levinson, his team. They have been so much fun to cover this year and through the years. Cardinals, just so you guys know, the Trinity Valley's little nickname is the College of Champions. They've got a lot of championships.
That's great. That's good. What a good launching pad for a lot of young athletes too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We got 2-1 count now to, let's see here. Castaneda. Yeah, she's had a good ball game this afternoon. Trying to add to it. She's fun to watch getting around the bases, man.
Yeah.
We saw her take first to third a couple of times in that first game and earlier here this afternoon here in game 2.
Here comes the pitch.
Pop up down the first base line.
Oh,
good
catch.
catch.
Nice catch by the first baseman.
That is a great effort there. And making the play is Yarvos.
Yeah, she might even have, she was just rubbing that little elbow. She might have a little rug burn out there on that turf.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Sliding on this is that's not for the faint of heart. We'll put it that way. This will be a good old rug burn out there when it's said and done.
I'm sure it has its own interesting set of sports injuries as well. You know, catching a cleat or whatever it is. So it's just a different thing to play on turf than it is on a regular field.
That one will miss outside. So Allison Garcia now up 2-0 in the count.
So this is a hitter's pitch.
Yeah, she can kind of dial in what she's looking for.
Exactly. And so that pitcher wants to throw a strike. She does not want to go 3-0. And that hitter wants to nail something. So big high fly ball to the center fielder for the out.
So that will retire Garcia. And there's the twirl out in center field. The catch and twirl.
Right?
So I saw a right fielder get in on it as well. 2 down here in the fourth as Trinity Valley now sending to the plates. Looks like that's going to be Garza. He'll check in.
Well, it turned out to be a beautiful afternoon. I know it's a little partly cloudy now, but you can't help playing a little softball in 60-degree weather.
I mean,
Sweet
so
little breeze
you're
in Texas.
at Bradley University up in Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois.
You guys probably saw your share of cold weather softball, or
I remember getting snowed out in April.
so y'all didn't get rained out. You maybe snowed out. I see.
Yeah, we would head south actually for spring break. So we would head to Florida State University to play. We play in Georgia. We play in Mississippi. We'd make quite a trail. And
while it was still maybe inclement up in y'all's area.
March is just a maniac in Illinois. It's it's just a month that you never know if it's going to snow or it'll be 75. So
how do you like Texas, where it could be in the 90s and then in the upper 30s 2 days later?
Well, I did notice that we're going to get to 38 tomorrow night. I was like, what?
So crazy.
I'm spoiled. I love Texas. I love the heat. I love the brisket.
That's a fly out into short left.
And, it's falling for a hit. Here we go. It's a base hit, and she's taken 2 on it. Yep. They can't come up with the ball. Left fielder tried to one hop it catch, and she couldn't manage it. So center fielder came in, recovered, and brought it into second base for that. So.
Great job of hitting there to get the base hit, and then the extra base on the little scoot.
Yep, absolutely.
So checking in at the plate. Lot of different players making their way into the lineup here.
Oh, yeah,
on a rope.
Swing. She's got that was.
Ashlyn Weinert had a.
That's when your thought process start thinking. You're like, as the catcher and pitcher, you're like, oh, okay, this girl's got a swing.
Probably don't want that one.
Exactly. I'm not going to throw that pitch again, right? She can rope it right down the third base line. So we'll see what she throws her.
So she's going to go outside pitch here?
More than likely.
Let's see. Here's the 0-1 with 2 outs.
Yep, see, outside she goes. I'm surprised she didn't take that base. When you see that a hitter can manage an inside pitch well, then you keep them off of it, because there's a lot more power that can come off of the left side on a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, really turn on the ball.
It really can. And so you've got all the hip motion, you've got all the arm swing, you've got everything grooving and putting some real momentum to the bat.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here. It is the bottom of the 4th. Trinity Valley up big, missing outside.
That's a nice
there.
Pitch.
Go, got the outside corner.
Yeah, got the outside corner. It's a very nice pitch.
Found the just the black portion of the plate there. That's exactly where she was trying. You got to really paint the corner, because you don't want to leave anything over the fat part of the plate for sure. 2-2. Here's the 2-out pitch. So it goes full.
I'm not sure if this young lady has a lot of different pitches. I'm not seeing this pitcher call anything for her.
Yeah. So we will see as they'll have a little discussion at the mound.
Oh, we got a little rearrangement of equipment. Little equipment failure.
So Northeast Texas, the Eagles coming in this afternoon. This is their first game in Region 14. So as you know, schedules and rainouts and that kind of thing, they're a little behind the 8 ball here. They could easily find themselves, after this pitch I'll kind of elaborate, but probably know where I'm going. Fouls that one back.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, you're looking at 0-4 in conference play for them.
Right.
Mindset wise, it's the same thing as being in that circle. You just got to get up, reset the mind, get the attention right, and it's a long season, right? I mean, you got to just continue to battle, and they're not out of this one yet, but they're going to need to make a big run down the stretch.
Oh, that one's fouled out on the right-hand side. And a great catch by one of the fans. It's always good to have a dad in the house that knows how to play a little catch.
It's like, hey, we've played catch before, and
he's probably caught a few, right?
And that was even more impressive. No glove.
No glove. No glove. No hat. No nothing. He did it.
So 3-2, 2 outs. Still battling at the plate. Weinert.
Always the switch out, just like Major League Baseball. Empty ball. Ball comes in. You got to switch them out. So.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
It's
so Tim, that's how I learned how to play. was watching boys play baseball, like men.
And you said anything they can do, I can do better.
I did, and that literally, I didn't know I was supposed to play like a girl.
That probably really was made you even.
Yeah, so I just dove for everything. I imitated everything I ever saw.
That's good stuff. Now, I asked you an inning and a half ago. I've given you now 90 seconds to think through. Who are some of your favorite Cubs to watch?
Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago.
Okay, I'm trying to get you to date yourself.
Nice
Shot down
ground ball in the hole, going out to left field. Oh, and the runner's going. Here we go. We got to play at the plate. Nope, no real play. And and our hitter made it to second base, diving in. It was good. That was sweet.
Weinert with the RBI and goes strong around first into second. Yeah, I was just thinking they're going to have a play at the plate, but the throw was kind of more between home and pitcher than you'd want, right?
A little bit short. Yeah, a little bit short, and just a hair late on both sides. So, you can't take this game away from the Cardinals at all because these 12 runs have been pretty much earned. There's another shot right there. And a nice catch by the second baseman, diving catch behind second base.
Great effort there.
Yeah,
I was thinking that's going to drop in between,
it was too.
but she's like, I'm there. So that will retire this side. We're headed to the top of the fifth. 12-1, Trinity Valley leading over Northeast Texas. You're seeing it here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Headed to the top of the fifth inning. All Trinity Valley this afternoon. They won game 1 12-4, and now they're leading 12-1 here in the top of the fifth as Cardinals looking to improve to 4-0 in Region 14 play. Due up here on this, due up, it's going to be the top of the lineup. Gigante. Little slap swing down the third baseline, foul. That's always kind of my favorite thing to see, that little slap swing.
Slap swing, you like that?
That's kind of impressive to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's number one because I'm not coordinated enough to do it. But Gigante looks like she's on it. Let's see what she does here.
There's another one. Yeah, just talking it down, but just not enough oomph on it. So
gobbled up by the third baseman, and that's Weinert. Weinert guns it across the diamond to Burnham, and Burnham there to make the catch. So quickly one out here in the top of the fifth.
Yeah, now you got me looking up the Cubs roster. From always go, and a big high foul ball.
Well, at the plate here is none other than, I'm looking at the wrong roster, my bad, Peyton Holland. I thought Peyton was trying to hit that one to the old Chicago Cubs roster. Man, she hit that way back there. A foul, long foul, though. If you're Boris, you say that's just a foul ball.
Dave Kingman was the one I was trying to think of.
Okay, Dave Kingman. Now you're taking me back there.
I know,
now.
right? Like this is my childhood, like Rick Russell and and Ivan. Oh man, I loved Ivan DeJesus. He was a great shortstop. Yeah.
Yes, you're gonna get me quoting all my Astros fans.
Oh, there's another nice rip down the third baseline, going fouling into the corner. So that would have been a great base hit.
You know, we talked about Peyton in the game she's had between the two games. Peyton Holland. She represents that run from earlier, had the home run earlier in the ball game, but in her first game she was 2 for 3.
Yeah,
flied out.
Pitch. There's another foul ball.
they'll run out of real estate there.
Yeah.
But as I think back to that one ball that she was retired on. It was a play that Trinity Valley's shortstop Menchaca made a great play running down the line to get to. So I mean, she very well could be 5 for 5 on the afternoon. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Boris. Oh, took a lot off that. I find myself falling out of the press box trying to hold on.
These girls are good, though. I've not seen them take one.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of structure. This really holding back off that pitch. So they've been taught well.
2-2.
So
pops up.
She loves the inside pitch. The girl loves it.
Could not restrain on that.
Pitch, right?
So
it's okay. She's protecting that plate. 2-2. We still have. Let's see what she's got.
Got 2-2 the count here. So we'll see how they approach here. Boris gets the signal. Now the delivery. Oh,
there's that change.
A little drop in front of the plate. Laid off of that one.
Oh, goodness. I'm telling you, the gal I played with, her knuckleball change was like insane. It would float in and change directions. And yeah, it was a tough one.
3-2 delivery. Here's the pitch. Foul down the line. Hanging tough.
Yeah.
So talk me through, is there a drill? Is there something you can do to teach these kids to lay off that, or is it just?
It is discipline.
Discipline.
It really is discipline, and so it's actually really watching the ball come out of the pitcher's hand. Like if you can detect it right away coming out of the hand, then you're gonna.
Then you get a real good handle on it. So 3-2 the pitch, 1 out. Here is the outside corner and missing. So ball 4.
And what she did is she worked her. She really was working her, and she worked the inside pitch. So both were working each other. It just happened that time that the Eagles won that one.
So Galavis will come to the plate. She's, excuse me, she's the second baseman. She's not number 4. I was giving the second baseman. So looking at ball 1, missing there.
Yeah, little second baseman. We used to call Lily Galavis. She's got about 16 RBIs already.
She's been a lot of the reason they've had success.
Rip. I think it's going to be caught. Center fielder coming into right for the pretty easy catch.
Makes a good grab over there.
She does.
Hustling all the way, and that would be Mariah DeBose out there. Now there was the home run that I mentioned earlier that Mariah was out there and she didn't even move. She looked at it. The only thing that moved was her head.
That was gone.
And she watched it clear pretty easily.
A lot of times right when it comes off the bat.
Yep. And I was like, that's not a good sign when Mariah's not moved, because she can get to just about anything, but you knew that was not even close. It got out of here probably quicker than a kid on Friday of spring break. Here's the 0-2 as that's fouled back. So 2 outs in the inning. They're trying to stay alive. They've got some work to do here to try to cut into this 11-point deficit here. 12-1. Trinity Valley has taken care of business this afternoon, trying to hold serve. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
0-2 pitch coming in outside.
Got a miss.
We've got a lefty at the plate.
Weidenhop tried to frame the corner there and pull it in really quickly. The umpire said, nah, it's so fast. I saw that. But that really is an art, even to that.
It is an art.
To make it look
also,
flawless.
Do you realize you watch where your umpire actually sets up? So if he sets up on the inside corner, you can get more outside corners because he's not quite sure. Does that make sense? If he sets up on the outside, so it depends on what shoulder he's looking over as a catcher. And so you got to pay attention to all those details. Now this one looks like he's almost dead on.
So little intricacies of the game really come into play. That fouled back into the net again. So 1-2 with 2 down here.
And you never take an umpire off.
I'm sitting here thinking that rule of thumb probably works in basketball, football, softball, baseball. That's right.
Respect.
It probably will pay. Not probably. It always pays huge dividends. Here's the 1-2. That's a little pop-up.
A little pop-up to third baseman. There's an easy catch for the end of the inning.
And that will be it. That will be captured, and that will
That's the game.
end the ball game here.
Wow.
They get 2 wins, 8 or more after 5. So Trinity Valley wins the first one 12-1 and gets the second win this afternoon 12-4 in the first one, 12-1 in game 2. And your thoughts on this team? They really look like they could be a lot of fun to watch.
It's a pretty solid team. They're swinging bats pretty consistently, and their defense looks really decent. I wasn't startled by anything or taken by surprise by anything. So
Pretty
the Cardinals
solid.
look like a pretty solid team, and they're off to a good start. And that's a great conference start, a 4-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I've also learned is doing a little research on conference, and even as you would go down through the conference, if there were any ties, it came to like rainouts and how you would get to regionals or nationals, whatever would come next for them. At the end of the season, all these runs matter.
Yeah, numbers are huge.
They
So
are huge.
you look at that 12 spot, 2 more 12s today. That helps in the big.
It does. And so in the long run, if there was anything on the end inside of this where they needed runs, this is what we're talking about.
Well, that's good stuff. We appreciate you joining us and looking forward to our audience being able to be around for more Cardinal softball.
I would love to join y'all.
Looking forward to it. Thank you to the Cardinal Sports Network squad that put all of this together, and for everybody who's been a part of this one. For Stephanie Ferris, I am Tim Howard. Thank you so much for joining us, and that's going to do it. Lady Cards get the win. They are victorious 12-1 over the Northeast Texas Eagles. You've seen it this afternoon here on the Cardinal Sports Network.